Behind schedule. But we are officially live. Welcome to the Kiefcast episode 13. And well, I do have like one central topic, but I actually decided to have a few central topics for this week. Let me get to what it is in a moment. Yes. So, if you read the title of my podcast, basically, let me go to YouTube real quick just to see if YouTube real quick. So we're talking about some anime news, Reimu for Smash. That's like what I want. Some voice acting, like basically my favorite voice actors, and a couple of servers that I'm in. So I'm hoping they would make it. And whatever other topics we want to like talk about that's interesting. So let me see. Let me bring up an article. Dragon Ball Super Movie 2022. So I'm gonna share screen something right now. So there's gonna be a Dragon Ball Super movie coming out next year. This year's 2021. And so far, information about this is pretty freaking early. So we literally know nothing about what's coming. But I'll just read what the article says here. Dragon Ball Super. Okay, let me see if anyone decides to join. Okay, no one is. Yeah. Dragon Ball Super is getting its second movie sometime next year. Toei Animation announced on Saturday. The announcements came from the newbie coming out on Goku Day on April 9th, which is the same day as Mother's Day, by the way. Because the Japanese character for 5 and 9 can be read similarly with the character's name. Well, yeah, that's the emphasis of Goku, I guess. According to Toei Animation's announcements, the new movie will take place in Dragon Ball Super's part of the timeline, making it part of the Dragon Ball Z sequel series, which debuted in 2015 Storm of Battle of Gods, of course. The movie will not be a direct sequel to the 2018 Dragon Ball Super's Broly, the series' last theatrical release, which met record-breaking box office returns. Toei also announced that Dragon Ball Super's creators and longtime author Akira Toriyama is working closely with the production team on the new movie. Toriyama has worked on everything, from the magnificent story composition to the character design to the lines of the script. Toei said that in a news release, all the collaborations has resulted in Toei calling Dragon Ball movie unlike any other in history. So this is going to be a big deal if supposedly when this comes around. It should be, since it's coming from the creator himself, you know. So far, only one viewer. Okay. Unfortunately, none of that gives us much details on what's the movie's actually going to be about, and it seems that the team wants to remain mysterious. The best hints we got came from Toriyama himself, who released a letter to fans to discuss the movie. Shouldn't talk too much about the plot. You can read that on your own. While this all seems pretty cryptic, the idea of a new style and surprise character is certainly enticing. So there's going to be a surprise character that might make a difference in the next movie. Enticing proposition for the Dragon Ball series' first movie in 3 years, but it seems like we'll have to wait until a little bit closer to the movie's release date of 2022 Of course, another outstanding question about the movie is whether or not it will be a hit in American theaters in 2020. I mean, it will be. It's Dragon Ball. Like, no matter what, unless it happens to be really horrible, I can't see why this movie wouldn't make a few $1,000 at least or something. It's Dragon Ball movie. Like coming from the animation studios, I don't think you can screw that up. So another news article that I came across just the other day that I found somewhat disappointing that I'm no, not that one. I think I posted this on the anime chat on my friend's server. So okay. So if you're subscribed to Crunchyroll and you're taking the premium plan, unfortunately there's a few titles that are gonna be like not a part of the lineup anymore. One of which is one of my favorite series on the platform, Durarara. I love this series, and now that it's leaving the platform, I can't really support it legally. I'm gonna have to do other means to showcase this. Classroom Crisis. I'm not even sure about that, but this one I've heard about. Daybreak Illusions. And the second parts of Durarara, all the other seasons of it. High School Fleet. I've always liked you. Occult Academy I've seen a long time ago. Read or Die. Hmm. Silver Spoon. I haven't seen this in a long time, but it's the same creator of Full Metal Alchemist. Samurai Champ Flamenco, another series I haven't seen in a while, but it's pretty good from what I've remembered. The Moment You Fell in Love. Never heard of it. Vivid Operations. I've seen clips. I think it's like one of those magical girl series. A World Conquest Zavita plot. Waganara 2. Oh yeah, I've seen a little bit of this. This is pretty good, but this is leaving Crunchyroll pretty soon, so yeah, take that as you will. Take that as you will. Um, I'm gonna tag my friend here, see if she wants to join. And because otherwise, I'll be talking to myself for this whole time, which won't be much of a podcast if it is gonna be like that. Uh, hmm. I'll just tag one more. So hopefully, either of these people are gonna join my thing. And we only have one viewer. But as far as the news, those are some things. Let me see if there's any other anime news that are. I got reincarnated in slime. Register US users are moving to Crunchyroll's new website. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really like the way Crunchyroll is monopolizing their products. Like, I respect what Crunchyroll has become, but as a platform, it's been kind of meh. Oh, that's cool. You get to create your own lists and sort of put your Q&A playlists. I guess that's kind of neat, but the new interface is so stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I should probably leave the link to StreamYards in case anyone wants to join. Let me close this for a second. So if you guys want to join in, there's going to be a link to StreamYards on the chat, and all you guys got to do is just go to it and participate in the conversation. And all you guys got to. So I guess you kind of shift topics, and hopefully people will start showing up. I don't want to just talk to myself this entire time. But this has been a topic I've been sort of advocating for. Reimu Hakure's possibility in Smash Brothers. So, I usually refer to Smash Boards to sort of get my bare bones information about the characters in case we can all read this together. And so, um, no one's coming. Okay. Well, I can't really expect people to come in. That's people's choice if they want to come in. But anyways, so who is Reimu Haku? What is Toho Project, and why she should be in Smash Bros? So to keep it short, according to this person, Reimu is the main character of the Toho Project by Shanghai Alice Sun. By Zun. It's a series of Damaku, which is a bullet hell, shoot 'em up games and fighting games spin-offs. The series currently spans 16 games and 10 spin-off titles, as well as several official music CDs and official light novels and manga as well. On top of that, the series is known for getting the freedom of having a huge amount of fan dojin, in the form of manga, fan games, fan musics, and others, to the point where the Japanese comic market or Comic-Cat convention had to get its own Toho Day. The Toho Project series takes place in Genzokyo, a land of illusions / fantasies that is sealed off to the real world and hidden with the Great Hakure Barrier, the only known gateway between the Genzokyo and this world is the Hakure Shrine, which stands in isolations along borders on the distant mountains of the Far East. Reimu is the shrine maiden of the Hakure Shrine and one of the main incident resolvers in Genzokyo. She and others characterize the time that she spent at the shrine as largely boring and uneventful. While she is sometimes serious about her duties, she can't seem to get many worshippers at her shrine. It appears that yokai extermination is her only method of earning even a thin salary. I can certainly relate to that in terms of my Twitch streams and stuff. Which, by the way, link to my donations is in the description below if you guys want to support your boy. But anyway, now then, the question arises. Like a very important question arises. Why should this character be in Smash Brothers? Or why does this person think she should be in Smash Brothers? Might be comparable to why people want indie representations in Smash. I don't think there's anyone more perfect than her, to be honest. I mean, you can contest that Sans, but he's already demoted to a Amy costume. Perhaps potentially Cuphead has already been demoted to a Mii costume, so there's no reason to think that she doesn't have a chance. You could say that Toho is one of the biggest doujin series in Japan, and Reimu could represent Japanese gaming, the doujin scene, as well as Denmaku shooting. That has nothing to do with sci-fi space shooters themes. Up until recently, Toho fan games have appeared not only for PS4 but also for the Nintendo Switch, and some are even getting localizations for Western releases. With more confirmations to come, with more confirmed to come. What about the movesets? The movesets could be easily based on her fighting game appearances, which is her Gokei Omelette, Yin Yang Orbs, and Denmaku Bullets. Well, I guess that wraps up things for my OP thread for now. Yeah, so if you want to look, this is all of Reimu's hypothetical moves. Oh yeah, I realize I'm not showing you guys nothing. Oh my god, okay. So let me do that. I'm such a moron. Okay. Yeah, so we were just reading the summary of Reimu right there, and this is basically all her hypothetical move sets if she were to have a move kit right now. Her jab, dash attack, tilt, smash attack, aerials, up specials and stuff, etc., etc. And these are the games that are listed for. This has been updated since last year, so obviously this might change. So these are all the confirmed release date and release on Nintendo Switch. So all these that are highlighted are all games that are released on Nintendo Switch. That alone may already support her chances. And these are all list of supporters for her. Well, the people that support her inclusion, that is, I guess. You can count me as the list of supporters as well. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but since all right. Now, normally I would not do this, but we're going to watch a little bit of a video that kind of explains her chances as of now of her making it to Smash. So for the purpose of copyright, I'm going to lower the volume so it doesn't, hopefully you guys can hear.
Hello, and welcome to Rate That Character. The series will remember the Source Gaming team gives their opinion on a character's chances of being playable in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. They have the pros and cons for each character and the final score out. Please do remember that these are our individual opinions and do not reflect Sakurai, Nintendo, or even the thoughts of Source Gaming as a whole. With that out of the way, my name is Zen, and let's see who today's character is.
Good Enox.
Oh, hey. Now
Yeah.
you got I was waiting for like a minute or so.
Yeah, I was talking about Reimu's inclusion. I went a little bit about anime news earlier in the stream. I was talking about the Dragon Ball Super movie that's coming out next year.
Oh yeah, that'll be exciting.
And I was talking about like some other anime news. But right now I'm talking about This was meant to be like a episode of one of your series that we meant to get back at, but basically Reimu's
Oh yeah,
against
we never got to
Smash
it.
Brothers.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm watching a video. I'm basically sharing it with you and the other people about like what is Reimu's chances of being in Smash Brothers. So we're gonna watch this, and then I'm gonna be asking like you some questions on that particular topic.
Oh, okay. I'm
All
still
right.
setting up the computer, so I'm gonna watch it halfly.
All right. No worries.
Okay.
Fire Project is a series of shoot 'em up games, also known as shmups, that have been around for over 20 years. Relatively
Hopefully
unruly.
Edna can make it
Touhou has been
because I
around since
definitely want her
1994
input
with
in
its four
this on
seasons.
this as well.
And for as long as Touhou has
Was
been
she
around,
online today on Discord?
She did role play with me a little bit,
it's made
so
Okay.
appearances in series besides
Yeah.
that. It has also made cameo appearances in a number of other titles, including Pulp and Music, Graffiti King, and Stable Pivot, along with many other movies and other titles as well. However, it's time to shoot the bullet and see if she has any chance of making it into Smash.
Super
Each version
Smash.
features characters with a history and a legacy. It's hard to argue with Rose's legacy. Starting out in PC98 titles and defeating four of Windows PC before, Burger grew massively popular in Japanese and PC, with titles like Music and even Brain Beat from the start, several which have now made their way to PS4, and one has even made it to Xbox. Burger became so big in Japan that it now has its own dedicated series of conventions, made its way to the PS1 records as the legendary
Bless you, man.
thank you, man.
No problem.
But what makes Reimu a better choice for Smash than her competitors, like the legendary Big Viper of Brady's fame, or the Ikaruga from Ikaruga? Well, Reimu's a human, which instantly gives her an advantage in spaceships and Nick Black
That's
characters.
true. The other like
Especially by right,
Damaku or
especially by
Hell
right,
Bullet
Hell
shooter
Bullet
series are just spaceships,
shooter.
and Reimu herself
Mm-hmm.
is a human, so that gives her like appeal already. That already gives her appeal.
While there is a
Mm-hmm.
Touhou game on the Switch, an official Touhou game has never appeared in
I
the
don't
Switch.
think there wasn't much of that genre of other character that's in Smash currently.
It
Yeah.
certainly doesn't help that third-party
You know, the
So
shoot 'em up
if there
stuff genre. There
if
hasn't
there's
been much yet.
yeah, if there's anyone that deserves to represent that, I think it's Reimu herself.
Yeah. Instead of like a spaceship like from our type or Gladius and art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The two most recent games releasing on Steam, and an official English translation of one of the Touhou mangas finally being released. But overall, the series is not without enemies, and Touhou continues being esteemed. Reimu would be an awesome addition to the group. He's a character with a lot of history, and many is seen as an iconic character. Being unknown outside of Japan and from an independent game series makes a future in Smash seem like a dim dream, especially after Sakurai revealed it would earn him the club as immortal. However, with increasing relevance outside of Japan and the massive popularity she has in Japan, I have a mountain of thoughts of Sakurai's heart responses to my prayers. It gives me one of the 10 desires to Smash. Or maybe this is all just a hopeless masquerade, so I can get some Touhou bangings. With all that said, here's the final rating.
But yeah, Anna told me she's at the vet, so she might come in later.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for watching today's Rate That Chapter. If you liked what you did, give us a like and share it with your friends. Let us know in the comments your thoughts on today's character, and give us a suggestion for a future character you'd like us to rate. I want to thank all our patrons, in particular our super patron, the Duke of Doom.
Okay. Well, you get the idea. Reimu will be
Mm-hmm.
pretty awesome in Smash Bros. So with that in mind, Enox, what do you think? What do you make of that prospect of probably at least the idea of having her in Smash Brothers and stuff like
Oh,
that?
okay. Well, first of all, she would probably be the first in the shoot 'em up series to be in Smash Brothers because I don't know if there's any other fighters at this time that came from a genre like that.
Hmm.
Second of all, I believe that it could be a pretty decent third party to come in. She represents Tohu as a whole, obviously. I think maybe there could be some sort of surprise that she'll come and she has a lot of unique stuff. Like she told those like talismans and stuff, and she's a shrine maiden. It's something very different to the mix to other characters. There's no one like her yet, I believe. So that's definitely good for uniqueness. I would also say that she definitely will add to the female roster as well, of course, because we still could use a few more females. I'm also hoping for a Yumi Tachibana and Velvet to eventually
Oh,
be in Smash.
oh, definitely. I don't know why I was muted for a second there, but yeah, um, her inclusion would definitely make Smash history for sure. I think she deserves it as much as some of the others.
Yeah, she's
Then,
been around for a long time.
yeah,
It's just
like,
recently she's made it mainstream, like not so long
yeah.
ago.
Like if I had to if for some reason I had to compromise Velvet for whatever reason, I would definitely Reimu would make it up for me for sure. Like for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I still think that Velvet has a higher chance than Reimu to be in there because there
Yeah.
is a new Tails game coming up
I mean it
soon.
doesn't
But then again, we know.
it helps that Namco Bandai is the one making Smash Brothers, or they made Smash Brothers, so Smash Ultimate
Yeah,
specifically at
and we
least.
have yet to see like another Namco representative for it. So it
Yeah.
makes sense they have
And yeah,
another one up their sleeves.
yeah. But by the way, if you guys want to have see the full discussion about Velvet, we did an episode on her on Red Case channel. So just look up his channel and you could see the episode
Enoch
right there.
series.
Enoch series. Yep.
Hmm. Yep. Because otherwise they won't be able to look for it.
Yep. Pretty much that.
But or you could say Velvet Super Smash Bros. You'll eventually find our video too.
Yeah, like if you literally look up Velvet Super Smash Brothers, our video probably our podcast episode like came up most likely.
Hmm. Yeah, a few months ago we did that.
Yeah, let me actually look up like the Smash boards for Velvet Crow and see if there's any more discussions currently. I may want to actually join this just to say, oh, I made a Velvet Crow server specifically for this, and
Hmm.
invite these guys to my server. I might actually do that pretty soon. Um,
Yeah, that would be cool. Dang, damn it.
yeah, there's still supports for Velvet Crow, so I'm probably gonna do that pretty soon. Yeah. Okay. So, so we cover some anime news. We cover Reimu. Um, so another part of my topic that I wanted to throw in terms of like a discussion is voice acting. So I guess if I can ask you,
Hmm.
who are some of your favorite like voice actors? If you can name maybe at least a top 5 or top 10, if you could, as many as you can, as
Okay. Excuse me.
and why, pretty much.
Okay. Well, first of all, would be Elise Bowman because I personally met her in KamehaCon, and it was all thanks to my friend Gushin. And basically, she voices Pam from Dragon Ball GT, and she's a very nice person when you get to know her, especially in real life. When I got to see her in the convention almost 2 years, yeah, pretty much 2 years ago already. And I still talk to her once in a while today on Facebook. Like, she's
Mhm.
always like paying attention to me whenever I talk, and she tries to share me up whenever I'm down. So, I have more of a personal connection with at least Bowman than anything else, but I do love her work as well, especially with Pan. I know Gushin's a bigger fan than I am, of course. And then the other one is Laura Bailey, of course, because she does voices like Keiko and Toru Honda, and many other characters I don't even know about, and several others that I do know about, but I forgot their names.
Mhm.
But she's pretty much a lot more popular than Ellis Bowman for sure. I would say that if I ever get a chance to like get her autograph or meet her in person in the future, that would be a miracle But that would be awesome if that ever happens because she seems like a pretty chill person. I would have her do an expressive Keiko if I ever seen her in person, a convention in the future. Who knows? You know.
Hmm.
And then as for the other one is Vic Mignogna,
Yep.
because I met him twice,
Yep.
and also he does really good with Edward from Fullmetal Alchemist, Yukito from Air, Broly from Dragon Ball Super, and Z and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Very famous man. He has very good impression of them. Like some of the characters, like Broly, it doesn't even sound like the other character, like Edward. Like he definitely does a very unique voice in different with different characters that he gets the roles of. It's too bad, the whole allegation,
Yeah.
had to be a thing and
That's
stuff like
really
that
unfortunate. That's really unfortunate for him.
because there was no evidence that he did anything wrong. But I'm just
In
gonna leave it
fact,
at
I've
that.
heard an update that supposedly um they're gonna accept his appeal for the court because he didn't win the first bout.
About time.
But supposedly they over time he's probably gonna win in the long run, maybe. Well, hopefully, of course.
Hopefully, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going on there, and I hope for the best for him. But he has been very, very good to me, honestly. When we met in person, I met him once in Puerto Rico Comic Con 2009, and then another Puerto Rico Comic Con, not Comic Con, Kameha Con of 2019. So that was exactly 10 years later after I
Yeah.
met him the first time, which is ironic, right?
That's really it's actually kind of cool that you met him at Kamea. Like around that time, it seemed like a bit unprecedented for him to make it, but yet the powers that be like made him like able to make it to that event, which I'm really happy for especially for his fans that wanted him to be there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people that are still at his side because there's no really damning evidence that he actually did something wrong. They're only like people saying something, allegations and stuff like that. That it's really hard to prove because it probably happened at the moment, happened in person and stuff, and there was no recording whatsoever. So you have to people assume that she's very like for example Monica Rial and stuff. She's very trustworthy. A lot of people say she's trustworthy, so I believe her words. So that's why a lot of people are against Vic. They don't even need evidence and stuff. They just since they trust her words or they've been a fan of her for a very long time, they took her side. That's why there's such a war. There's a lot of people that likes Vic, and there's a lot of people like Monica, but they both treated me very well when I met them. But
Yeah. I mean, it's good
I
to.
believe Vic is innocent, but I hope the best for Monica as well.
I think it's both for true grounds. Well, I don't know about Monica because I guess this may get into controversial a little bit, but
Yeah, I will get a lot of drama every time I talk about it.
no, the last time I checked their Twitter, like some of these people have blocked me on Twitter because of the blockchain, so I can't even follow
Oh,
them, even if I wanted to. So it's
that
like
sucks.
I had nothing to
Didn't
do.
know they blocked you like
I
that.
had nothing to do with the whole thing, but apparently, if you're a fan of Vic, you're getting outed by some of the people, which is like kind of a shame.
Yeah, it happened to me. But when I didn't took Vic's side, I got a bunch of hate. When I made that video of Vic back in February 2019, I got an immense amount of hate because I believe in like Stephanie Nadoni that she said that Vic did something to her. There was no proof, but since I knew her personally, that's why I at first took her side. But then I did more research and like, well, didn't really do anything wrong. I didn't see any evidence against him and stuff. So I was leaning towards the neutral side at that time. And now it's like, I don't know, because, I
Yeah,
like both Stephanie Nadoni and Vic Mignogna.
I
I
think
don't,
I
it's
think
hard
for
to
a
pick
while,
sides.
I think for a while I was neutral, up until the point where I got blocked by a couple of these actors even, and because of that, I'm like, okay,
Yeah. And
that,
that's why when I was actually there at the convention, I did not talk about Vic whatsoever to Monica. I did not talk about Monica to Vic either. I just remained as a fan because if you say anything about the drama, you could probably get into a lot of trouble
all I
with
would say
people
is like
or a lot of hate.
you can always just say like, oh, I hope things are okay for you. That can apply to anything. So I think that would be the best way the next time you ever cross paths with those people again. But I think we should move on to some positive subjects.
Hmm.
So here's
Sure.
some notable voice actors that I've met slash want to meet, including some Japanese ones too. My first one is like my personal favorite, top two right now. So Johnny on Bosch is one of them that I've met actually
Ooh,
at
nice.
Anime Expo, and I've seen him. Well, let me get into some stories. So basically, I saw his
Where's
concert.
one more voice actor?
You have known that he used to have a concert named I Shine, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was his band. I think they recently disbanded, but I seen I Shine perform at AX, and after the show, he had a line. He had a dedicated line for autographs just for him because he's a voice actor now.
Nice.
So
Mm-hmm.
I had him do the Lelouch line. In fact, why don't I bring it up in my channel right now? Give me a second. I'm gonna share this with quick moments.
Oh yeah, when you're done with yours, I have one more voice actor I want to talk about, and you probably know who it is.
Yeah,
If you wish to guess, you're free to do so.
hold on. Um,
There we go. That's
all right,
right.
here we go. All right, so this is Johnny on Bosch saying stuff as Lelouch. So could we get
Yeah, so as people to favorite the video, I'm putting this on YouTube. Happen to favorite the video.
Oh, okay. Okay. I will give it to your convention to make me a set. Don't
Voice
forget.
actor of Lelouch, right?
Yeah, that's Lelouch.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I basically asked him to like favorite the video because I was gonna put it on YouTube. I was kind of nervous, as you can tell. But, like it is what it is. But
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's natural since you're being a voice actor you looked up to for so long, huh?
yeah, and then I'm gonna mention one more, and then we go to you. So
Mm-hmm.
the guy that I met is Steve Blum.
Oh yeah, Steve Blum. I also like Steve Blum as well. The Toonami Tom guy. He's one of my favorites as well.
I had him do a line for Gotham for Scride from Escrad. So here's what that looks like, at least on my channel, and it's like a few seconds. So three, two, one. Yep. So we did the attack,
Oh, nice.
shocking first bullet from Cosma from Escrad. So yeah, those are so him, Johnny and Botch. As far as female voice actors, I actually like Erica Mendez. She voices like characters like
Eleanor, right?
Eleanor, Ryuko from Kill la Kill, and many, many, many others. But those are like some of my favorite roles from her. And I guess for number five, it's like a Japanese voicer. His name is Jun Fukuyama. He does the
Nice.
Japanese version of Joker and Lelouch from Code Geass,
Dun, dun, dun,
and
dun.
plenty of others. And if I had an honor mention, it'd be Xander Miltis, which is like the voice of Joker, the English version, and the voice of the announcement for Smash Bros. And many, many more. So like pretty much those are like my top few favorite like voice actors like in general. I could name more, but like this could go
Nice.
forever. But you want to say something?
Yeah. Well, I also like Christina V, who voices Velvet. I think she
Oh,
voiced. Did she also voice Urza as well, if I'm not mistaken? I'm just looking through the character that she voices to see I remember. Yeah, the voice actor of Velvet is Crow. That she's very talented. I'll tell you that. She's been in the business since 2005. When her first voice was someone from Immortal IGPX, but I never really watched that series, so I don't know much
I think
about
the
it.
first role I got to know her specifically is
Hmm.
Noelle Vermillion from the Blaze Blue series.
Oh, Blaze
The
Blue. Yeah, I heard of Blaze. Yeah, I know of Blaze Blue, but I don't know much of the characters there.
Yeah, she voices one of the main characters, Noelle, and she plays like a gentle, sweet girl that can kick her ass with guns and stuff. And
Oh, nice.
she plays like one of the main characters on that game.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, she voiced a lot of character, but the most favorite obviously is Velvet Crow because she has like that backstory, and she has that voice that sounds like a very mature, and at the same time, obviously I like Velvet Crow backstory because it's very unique. It's a lot different from everybody else, especially at first, being a prisoner, and then she becomes like a pirate and stuff like that, and then she tries to rebel against society that they portray as someone that's trying to save humanity. It's kind of like Joker in a way. She's kind of like Joker, like the female version of Joker, maybe, because they're
Yeah,
both like they have dark powers,
I can
both of them,
honestly
but
see
they
that.
actually fight for justice, but a lot of people view her as a bad person, and I could kind of relate to her a little bit too, because betrayal and accusation and all that stuff, and she's definitely I really like Velvet as a whole, but yeah, I basically like Christina V's voice just because I like Velvet for the most part. I'm not that deep into Christina V, but when I saw that she was the one who voiced it, I'm like, oh, okay, she does a really good job voicing Velvet. So that's what's going on. I think there was one other character she voiced, and I forgot who it was, but I think it could have been a gaming character. Sakura. No, not her. I'm just looking. Wait, she voiced Nagisa from Squid Girl? I didn't know that. That's interesting. So yeah, if you remember Nagisa, she's the girl that's afraid of Squid Girl because she thinks that Squid Girl is a threat and stuff. So that's the girl that Christina V also voices at, and apparently she also voices Homura from Madoka Magica as well, which you probably know very well,
Oh yeah,
and Sailor Mars too.
Homura from Moto Magica is amazing role. Which I'm trying to. By the way, I'm trying to get Yume into watching pretty soon. Hopefully that will happen. Hey Yume, speaking of which,
Hello.
Wait, she's there?
Yeah,
Oh, hey Yume, how are you?
good. I joined just a couple seconds ago. I was mostly chilling. I slept
Oh, okay.
today by mistake.
it's all right. These sort of things happen. But we were talking
Welcome.
about some anime news I
Oh
covered a little
wow.
bit earlier in the stream. I uh, talked about a little bit of Reimu's possible inclusion in Smash Brothers. Me and Dean also like covered it, and we're talking about voice acting. And
Mhm.
so, I guess real quick, do you have any? I know this is not your field of expertise or anything, but do you have a particular favorite like voice actor, or if you don't know like them by name, but do you have a particular favorite character? And then we can probably look up the voice actor for you or anything like that.
For me, like, I don't necessarily have a favorite voice actor or character because I guess for me, in a sense, like, I look at all the characters in an anime and I'm just kind of amazed at like how hard they work towards doing what they get because they don't just voice act, they don't just act like a character, they have to get into that character, live that character's life, and then like act as their voice.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
That's cool. Oh, hey, Almond. What's up, bro? Amit? What's up, bro?
Okay. Yeah, the thing is that I accidentally exited out from my phone. My phone was starting to get hot, so I decided to switch over to the computer.
I see.
Yeah, so that's what
All
happened.
right. So I already asked you made the question. So, Almond, I know this is not particularly your field of expertise, but do you have a favorite like voice actor or like character? If you don't know the person by name, do you have a favorite like character in terms of who you like in video games or anime? And then maybe we can look up the person behind the voice. Or to Almond.
Almond Joy?
I guess he couldn't really hear us or something.
I do want to say this, which you know what, I've told you guys I like AKB0048. One of the things that I think is very cool about it is AKB0048A is based off an actual Japanese idol group called AKB48, but they also for the anime use the idols as the voice actors to act as the idols in the anime. For instance, Nagisa is voiced by Karen Iwata, and then Cherry is voiced by Mayu Watanabe. I think that's how you pronounce it. And Cherry's voice actor actually has a character in the show named after her. I think you've seen her, Mayu, who's the android.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something I've always found cool, is how they like tie the group and the actors in a sense to the anime.
Yeah, that's really meta. Like I actually something similar happens in Recreator, so that's all I'm gonna say about that for now. Have a slight hint right there, but anyways, Almond, my question to you, if you can hear me, do you have a particular favorite character or voice actor in like either video games or anime? And if not, like, is there a character that you look up to? Like, if you can't answer the first question, pretty much. Hello?
Yeah, I wonder if he's even if he's able to listen. Let me see.
I have him on Facebook, so. And you hear us. All right, let me give him the YouTube link just in case if he wasn't able to hear us. Sometimes it tends to happen. Let me do that real quick.
Does someone has Facebook open?
Yeah, I just sent him a Facebook thing, but
I wasn't sure if that was me. I'm like, wait a second, I don't have Facebook open.
Yeah, I guess he could hear us, but I guess he just can't respond for whatever reason. But I gave him the link to my YouTube. Anyways, I just want to say that. Okay, he's coming back. Hello?
Oh, he's back now? Almond Joy. Earth to Almond Joy. You there? Okay, he left. He may come back.
Yeah, I think he's trying to connect or something. He's trying to work something out in terms of that. Because he was here with us last week because I invited him.
Understandable.
So yeah. Does anyone have any questions they want to ask, like just to keep the conversation going, or anything?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of something. Question about what exactly, if I may ask?
I guess in terms. Okay, I guess I have to ask you your opinion. What do you got? What do you guys think of the new Dragon Ball Z movie, or sorry, Dragon Ball Super movie that's coming out next year? Like, what do you make of having that?
Well,
news?
I haven't.
You good?
Yeah, I haven't checked too deeply into it, but I heard there was like a new movie, and like, oh, this is very interesting. I don't know what it is about exactly, but all I know is that there's one coming next year, and hopefully, it won't disappoint. Which is kind of curious because they have yet to bring back the anime, and they're bringing another movie. So I wonder what they're planning to do with that. I think they have enough in material to bring it back, but I don't even know when they're planning to bring back Dragon Ball Super. So I guess we'll have to see what happens.
I'm gonna be honest. I used to love Dragon Ball, especially during season 1. However, after a while, like my brother, I guess, in a sense, overdid it to the extent that I eventually lost interest in Dragon Ball Z. I might eventually get back into it. It's just something that I haven't really done.
It's understandable. There's times that I lost interest in Dragon Ball as a whole because I got other like interests and stuff. Like when Super was running, I was really into Dragon Ball, but when it left, it's like I got into other animes. And when One Piece came around, like I like One Piece more than Dragon Ball. It has a deeper story, deeper character development, all that stuff. It's almost better, in my opinion. Of course, you could disagree or agree, but it's in every way it's a little bit better than Dragon Ball. The only thing that appeals to Dragon Ball is the characters are a lot more recognizable, of course, at least in the West, and there's more action and less talking in a way, and because
Yeah.
One Piece full of fillers, but it all depends on how you view it, of course. I like them both, but I like One Piece more.
Yeah, I think One Piece is a little bit better because of there's characterization. I just I like Dragon Ball because it's something I grew up with, of course, that everybody else can relate to that. But I do admit sometimes it does get stale. But Super at least brings me back interested into the Dragon Ball series because
Same.
so I can give it credit for that at least. So here's a bit something I found in terms of like what we can probably talk about. These are like animes that are coming out this year, or some that we've already seen already. But have you guys like either heard or show interest of seeing any of these that are listed here? Supposedly these are for the spring of this year, and we can go into like summer as well.
I can't see. I can barely see the photos.
I think you gotta zoom it in a little bit more.
I'm not sure how to do that though.
It's okay. 'Cause
Fruit Basket has how many seasons now?
I've got to go get dinner, so I might come back. I might not.
Okay,
See you guys.
that's all good.
No,
all
okay.
good.
I'm gonna be live streaming in about an hour from now. The continuation of Family Fun Detective Club. I'm gonna try to see how close I get to finishing, because it's like I
most
think
likely,
one of the
most
games
likely,
is like
most likely when you
5
go
hours.
live, will probably end the stream because not a lot of. Strangely enough, last week it was a bit of more activity, and this week is kind of meh. And I even told everybody ahead of time that I was gonna go live and stuff. So
Yeah, and I already knew that you were gonna go live around this time, so thankfully I made myself available around that time. I do have a show stream tomorrow as well. I don't know what topic's gonna be, but you will know by before I sleep tonight, because I'm gonna be making the schedule after that.
yeah, I don't mind if it's just us talking. I'll keep talking to you until you're ready to go stream your own stuff. But
yeah, I could be here for a little bit longer.
So I guess let me think. Oh, there's more One Piece stuff coming out, I guess. I'm trying to see
So
what's coming out.
this stream is mostly pertaining anime related stuff, pretty much.
Yeah,
than video
anime
games.
related stuff, Reimu and Smash, and whatever other topic you want to throw at me. Like I tend to have.
How about we talk about something that we not a lot of people talk about? I know you watch Recreators completely, and I'm still like watching it right now. So I'm not. Don't give me any spoils or anything, but what do you think about Recreators versus Fate Zero or anything related to it?
It's kind of refreshing, to be honest with you, because we've seen isekai shows that revolve around people transporting to a different fantasy world, right? We've seen that all the time. Yeah, well, what the hell was that? We've seen that with Re:Zero. We've seen that with Re:Zero. We've seen that with Konosuba. We've seen that with a bunch of other shows like that. It's kind of refreshing. It's Your Hero. It's kind of refreshing to see that see it kind of reverse itself. So it's like the fictional characters come to our world. I like that. I love that concept. I want to see more of that.
That means like I always imagine myself like imagine if Velvet came to the real world or Urza or Morgiana or any of the female characters I like, or even the male character, even Goku and Luffy and
Yeah,
Yusuke Urameshi.
that's like my role play with
And it's a
Anna
crossover.
and Anna using Eleanor. Like I'm basically doing kind of that. Like I'm jumping between like her world or like the Tales of world and then my world, like in between. So it's like back
To
and
make it
forth.
like a crossover, right?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Like I'm using the Storia plot device. I'm sort of making my own, pretty much. That's what I'm doing with my. It's kind of like a fan fiction role play, whatever. It's like I'm having a lot of fun with that.
I mean, I always like the idea of like when I think recreators, I think like a bunch of manga and anime being crossed over into one world and stuff like that. And that gave me an idea like what if like the anime and the video games that we know can be crossed over and like the companies can unite and collab with each other and all that stuff and put them all together and see how they fight and not and have a like a decently long series as well. Like I guess have put Dragon Ball, put Fairy Tale, One Piece, Persona characters as well. Like anything you could possibly think of, you could put it there. And My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, everything into one as much as possible, of course, and see how they interact with each other. Yeah, so the idea with recreators, like all these characters coming together, is like there's some likable characters. One of them already died, like Mamika. Well,
Yeah,
spoilers for anybody who didn't watch Recreator, but yeah.
yeah,
But there's a lot of character with different abilities that they
hmm
come in the world. I like that. The idea that the heroes of the manga and the anime or whatever they communicate with their creators. It's
yeah,
like imagine if I create a character and stuff, and he comes to the real world if there's enough recognition. That's what's going on. So it's
yeah,
probably up there. Like I've been enjoying Recreators the last few weeks and there's
hmm
a lot of action into it as well. And
yeah.
heard that Altier is one of the strongest anime character
Oh
ever.
yeah,
So
I'm glad I got you into it. So what do you make of? I guess if I can ask you about since you're enjoying the show, what do you make of like? I guess the characters and some of the characters in the show. You already mentioned like some of them already, but what do you make of them? What do you make of Altier and like? What do you think of what do you think?
Altier is OP.
What do you believe of Altier's purpose? Why do you think she's doing all this for? I think they already hinted
Uh,
it. I want to hear your perspective on
I
that.
would, yeah, I would imagine she's doing all this stuff that she's doing right now is because her creator is dead. I'm not sure if she knows she's dead or not. Most likely she knows already.
Hmm
And she's probably looking to have revenge against somebody that may have killed her, and that's something we're gonna find out next Sunday. When we air Recreators again.
hmm
Um, and honestly, that would be one of the shows. Like if I were to do a movie by the end of the month, we could still air an episode of Recreators, and then either Demon Slayer or Edit. Well, Edit Zero's got to be aired because it's a premiere series.
Oh yeah.
A matter of
I'm,
fact,
I'm,
the movie I was thinking of airing is probably the new Yu-Gi-Oh movie. That's a movie I'm thinking about, like showing on the 30th, which is the last Sunday of this month.
right.
So I'll have a movie like every last Sunday of
I
every
made
month.
actually. Let me see. I'm probably gonna do it not this week, but next week since it's the second to last week. So I'll do it next Saturday, not this Saturday. Next Saturday, I'm gonna air the first episode, first OVA of Makoru no Kyoka. It's about an hour long. It's set in the Fate universe, but it's like kind of really different from it. But I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. But it's a type of show, it's a type of series that requires you to think deeply. Like you gotta like pay attention to the details, pretty much. But it's actually
What?
it's really good.
So it's a
Guardian
new series you said?
Yeah, you know the character Ryogi Shiki I had you show a few times that she's the main character of that pretty much, and it covers like
Ryogi Shiki, you said?
her whole story.
You
Yeah,
look. Yeah, let me look that up. Ryogi Shiki. Okay.
yeah,
Oh, that girl. Okay, she's the main
yeah,
character of the. Is she from Fate series as well?
yeah. She had a crossover with Fate series. as well. She had a Fate series event, a Fate Grand Order event, pretty much. Oh yeah,
Okay.
let me
I
ask
remember I
you.
saw her in Mugen once.
Well, let me ask you, what do you think of the Fates, the Fate Zero series of what you've seen so far? Since I've gotten you into that as well, getting you to watch that as well.
Yeah, I know a lot more the last 2 episodes I saw because I started getting interested when the saber fight happened and stuff. You know, when the fights happen in general. Because I wasn't that like into it when they were just talking and stuff, and there are a lot of rituals going on and stuff like that. But once the fights start coming in, I see how good the series is becoming, and
So
that's
who?
why I see
So
action
who do you,
pack and good story.
nice? Who do you think is like your favorite character so far as getting into this franchise that you probably heard so much about?
Well, it's pretty obvious. It's Saber. I like it. I
Yes,
like her a lot. She's
Saber's
pretty
giving you
cool.
that. Saber's giving you that Ursa vibes, doesn't she?
Sorta, yeah, but Urza's still better because she could be like different forms of swordsmanship that she can do, different armors.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're gonna be a Saber simp by the end of Zero.
Well, we will see. I doubt it'll be as much as Urza, but let's see. I like that she uses an invisible sword. I don't see nobody else use that.
Well, mostly she uses that to hide her identity because not everybody knows that King Arthur is possibly a girl, at least in that series.
Yeah, she's supposed to portray King Arthur, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, no, I do thank you a lot, especially for introducing me to recreators to Fate Zero. Yeah, it's the anime night that got me more back into anime because like for a while before the anime nights, I was only watching like the new series like One Piece, My Hero just recently, Ruby, and a couple other shows and stuff. But I
Oh yeah,
wasn't really that into anime a lot because I was just more hooked into watching YouTube videos,
same.
which is pretty
Well,
crazy.
to be honest, nowadays I'm a little bit more picky about what animes I see because it's like not everybody has the time for it these days, and But now I'm really
Yeah,
getting I really getting into Demon Slayer. I want to start from the beginning so I can really get a good grasp of it. But
I
what I've
got you
seen so
into
far,
I got you into that, right?
oh, yeah, you got me into that. Like I needed to get into that for a while, and finally I'm getting into it. No, I like it.
Sweet. So
I
other than Demon Slayer, from my lineup, which other animes that I show that
uh,
you started to get into?
I think Squid Girl is pretty funny. I've seen only my initial feeling. I've only seen the first couple episodes, but from what I've seen so far, I actually really enjoyed it. It's been a while since I've seen like a straight up slapstick comedy series, so that's kind of refreshing for
Oh
me.
yeah, for sure. It's
I
one of my
like,
favorite comedy anime.
and I do like
Go ahead.
Eden Zero because it's like I have a feeling I'm gonna like this a lot more than Fairy Tale because Fairy Tale is good. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's only about fan service from all the
Yeah,
episodes I've seen, and that could get really stale even for me, even though I like girls and stuff like that. But it's like, I want to see much more than
yeah.
that. So I think Eden Zero is going to head in a different direction than Fairy Tale from what I've seen so
Yeah,
far.
I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping because of past fairy tale. I like the space atmosphere in Zero. Like, maybe a lot of the character looks a lot like the fairy tale characters, but they're different characters overall. And
Now
then,
I'm very curious if they're ever going to do like just like they did for Raymasters. Are they going to do like a crossover? Like what would happen if these characters meet each other, like their
it's
counterparts?
likely they will because they're traveling time and space. If you come to think of it, I'm pretty sure they'll probably go time traveling back in the past and into the future, and when different arc starts coming in. So I wouldn't be surprised if eventually, if Shiki, Rebecca, and Robot Happy, and all the crew, they actually go to Fairy Tale's world and they have like a crossover there. Hopefully, it'll be a
Yeah.
full length arc at
And
least. That'd
if
be
my
cool.
audience could, if our audience couldn't tell, we love crossovers. Like I like the
Oh yeah,
Avengers
we
and
love
stuff,
it.
and then I love crossovers in my property. I want to see more of it.
Yeah.
But speaking of superheroes, this is going to be a quick shout out. This is going off topic, by the way, but a quick shout out to
So,
this series on Amazon Prime. If you have an account on that, I would recommend watching Invincible, which is like Basically, it's like my documentary. Take a superhero genre and sort of like really deconstruct it. So I'm not gonna really get into the plot, but it's like one of the characters is like Superman. His name is Oni Man, and he's basically, I'm just gonna say, like sort of like a rogue or like a kind of like a malicious version of Superman. That's what I'm gonna say. Like if Superman became like
Interesting.
evil, so to speak. That's all I'm gonna say without giving much spoilers away. But yeah, more or less that, and pretty graphic too.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. And now getting back into topic, I was gonna say also from the series I'm showing, I know that you already watched Recreators and Samurai Champloo, but I
yeah,
imagine that you're still enjoying it.
Samurai Champloo bring back so much memories, dude. Like I used to watch that on Adult Swim like every other week when it came out, and I
Oh,
was watching
nice.
that a little bit on my own. But it's just nice to watch that with other people because it's like it's a show that deserves a lot of recognition. And
Yeah, I like
actually,
watching with other people.
I when I was working at my game store, my sometimes my coworker would play the ending of Samurai Champloo like every time in our ships, and and we would like talk about like anime and stuff. Like it brought so much good memories. So it's like it's a great show. If you haven't seen Samurai Champloo, you're definitely missing out on life, guys. So you definitely should check that out as well.
Yeah, it's pretty episodic, right? Samurai Champloo.
It's just like how people in Loop on the Third. It's like you can kind of start at like in the middle of the series and still not need to go back as quickly and get some sort of understanding about the characters. It's like it doesn't really take much, and that's you don't get a lot of episodic shows like that all the time, which I
Hmm.
appreciate honestly.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's just like Squid Game. It's kind of episodic, but so in a way, new people that's coming in to watch my anime night, they don't have to worry about missing out too much because everything is like kind of different. Not all the episodes are gonna be like aligned together and stuff like that. Especially Squid Girl, they're all pretty episodic.
Mm-hmm.
As for every other show, we advise them to catch up during the week. So then when they watch it with us, they'll be up to date with us.
Yeah.
And that's how we watch it together and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, speaking of anime lives, as soon as I would imagine Horimiya is gonna finish pretty soon. So when that finally finishes, I may put in. You know what? I'll do it. I might put in Gurren Lagann into the lineup because I haven't seen that show in a good while either. I think that's something
Oh
that
yeah,
people.
same here.
I may actually put that in my lineup because I love Gurren Lagann too as well.
Yeah. Now that reminds me, I have to make the schedule for our
Should I
anime night.
should I put Gurren Lagann or
Very
should I put
soon.
Kill la Kill? I may leave it up to a vote, but I might. I'm definitely
Me
highly.
personally, I would choose Kill la Kill because I haven't seen that one yet. I already seen Gurren Lagann, even though they're
Oh
both
yeah,
good series.
oh yeah. Then I might
Me
actually
personally.
consider it. Then as soon as one of my shows finishes, I might put Kill la Kill in there to replace it. Since what about?
Horimiya is it's almost done. Horimiya is gonna be done in a couple of weeks, I think, right?
I think it's already done. I think as far as catching up, we're still a few episodes away, but I think it's almost done. So
We were watching episode 11, right?
we're watching episode 9 last time. We're going to be on episode
Oh.
10, pretty much.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's just a month to go. A few more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But yeah, what? Oh yeah, so I guess.
Nope.
I'm getting a little bit hungry, but I guess we can keep this for a few more minutes. What do you make of the Woe Ends With You animation? Like, you play a little bit of the video game, so how do you think the anime adaptation of this compares to the video game? I guess so far.
Uh, from what I know, since I only play a little bit of the World Ends For You video game, definitely you got to experience the game because watching the anime is not enough. Once you experience the gameplay heavily involves in using the stylus on the DS in order to execute attack, and it also emphasizes using two screens because a lot of things are happening on the top screen and the bottom screen. So when you're executing attacks, you also got to be aware of the bottom screen because they could catch you by surprise if you're not seeing both screens. So that's as much as I remember. So definitely, the anime is just part of the experience,
but you got to play the game to actually experience it fully. As for the Switch version, I don't know what it's like. It could be different, but I'm pretty sure it may be using the touchscreen as well.
Right.
But it's very unique. There's no other games like the Whirlwinds for you when it comes to gameplay. It's very
Yeah.
unique. I'll
I
tell you
kind of
that.
want to. I kind of want to try that and the new one that's going to come out as well. The new one.
Yeah, the Switch version, right?
Yeah.
And the Neo and Whirlwinds for you that's coming on PS4. Well, is it
Oh,
coming
yeah.
on Switch too? But or it's
I
just
think,
PS4
I think it's for PS4 for now, but I imagine
and PS5, I think.
PS5, which one of these days all of us will have. Right?
Yeah, PS5 is still too hard to get. Even Switches are really hard to get now. I went to Walmart and there's no Switches still
Yep.
at all, literally. So the semiconductor issues that they're having is really taking effect right now. Once again, this whole pandemic really ruined everything. Honestly,
It really did.
video game prices goes way too high. You can't find a lot of good retro games. If you do find it, it's expensive.
Oh yeah,
A
for
lot
sure.
of the games.
Definitely.
We could definitely. I was thinking maybe talking about that tomorrow in my podcast about scares, video game market, semiconductor. I mean, definitely got to be
Yeah.
addressed.
I think this will be a follow up of the PlayStation 4. I mean, the
Oh,
Sony
yeah.
issues and sort of like gaming industry issues in general. I think.
Yeah, but we're gonna be talking about mostly like video game prices, the situation of gaming stocks and stuff like that. We definitely gotta address that, and I'll definitely address some of my stuff too, and then we'll talk about theirs. Like at least the Puerto Rico market and then the American market. You guys could share your perspective.
All right.
I'm not sure when was the last time you went to a gaming store, but So,
Right.
Did something happen, Keith?
Oh no, my dad was just telling me they're gonna get food. I'm gonna end the podcast in a little bit anyway.
Oh, okay.
But,
Yeah, and I now prepare for mines.
Yeah. So, do you have any final thoughts you want to say in terms of what we talked about, what you just mentioned, and just any final thoughts before I close off this podcast?
Well, this is a good way to bring back the Kiefcast, I'll tell you. We talk about different topics that we're all into. Definitely will be interesting if Reimu do make it in Smash. We are going to find out next month who makes it to Smash next, because there is E3 online digital that's definitely going to be happening. Which reminds me, I don't think there's going to be another convention until
I think next week,
2022 or
I
beyond.
think for the next Keepcast, we should address like E3. I think that's definitely a topic I'm going to bring up next week for sure.
Okay, that sounds good.
In fact, maybe that's a topic you might want to bring up as well.
So you're going to do this on every Mondays now, the Kiefcast for now?
Yeah, for now. Not
okay.
not next Monday, because next Monday I have to go to my graduation ceremony, so I'll have to skip.
Oh,
next Monday.
the late one, right?
Yeah. So yeah, programming note. No Kiefcast next week because I have other obligations, but that's why I did it for this week.
2 weeks from now.
So in 2 weeks, I'm gonna bring it back. Pretty much.
Okay, that sounds good. But at least tomorrow I'll have a show stream talking about the whole video game market, right now, and how expensive the games are. Definitely a good topic to talk about because I have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and overall, this Kiefcast has been very good. We got to talk about voice acting. We got to talk about Reimu and Smash, and they're all very interesting topics to actually consider. Especially and the thing that I like about your Keepcat, you provide participation for anybody who wants to join, so which is really good.
Well, I
I
mostly do it because I don't like. I could talk to myself for an hour, but that would get really stale really quickly. So that's why I like use a person.
I know how that feels because like when I'm doing a live stream and I don't have anybody else in voice chat, I expect at least a few people chatting on the live chat and all that stuff, reacting to what I'm playing or reacting to what I'm talking about. Yeah, because imagine if it weren't for that, I'd be talking to myself. Like, what's the point of streaming if nobody's gonna watch it, right? But there's always someone watching my streams and videos at least.
All right.
And by the way, before you go, you watched my latest video?
Oh yeah, there's tour room. I watched like half of it already. It's really,
Oh,
it's really
okay.
good.
Nice.
I think the next time I vlog, I might actually show off my PS3 collection this time. But I'm gonna let you know when that
Okay.
comes around. But that's for a future video. I'm not
Nice.
gonna do it right away. But
Yeah,
I definitely have
I was curious
like
to see your room tour.
on top of my gaming videos. I definitely have a lot more ideas down. So I guess I'll end it with this. So
Sure.
thanks for coming. As far as everything we talked about, we have showcased like some anime news that's coming out. We talked about Reimu's Impossible Puzzles. I hope she makes it. At least one. If Velvet doesn't make it, I'm hoping for her. And as far as like voice acting, I already mentioned all the people that I admire. So honestly, I hope to see them a lot more roles for sure. The English side of things, the Japanese side of things as well. And as far as pretty much like the shows that we're watching, I'm definitely gonna be updating my lineup as we go forward, and maybe putting more shows that are like new, preferably new for me and preferably new for everybody, so we can all experience it at the same time. So that's probably something I'm gonna be looking into.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to help support my, in terms of like my content, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on on Twitch. If you want to see like all my gaming stuff related things, and support me on Streamlabs if you want to like donate some money as well. It's all by choice. You don't have to do it. So I'm about to end this live stream, and thanks for coming to my podcast.
Yep.
So again, I'm not gonna have one next week, but I'll probably have one in the following week. If not, I'll probably do it on a different day. That's not Monday. I'll have to make. I'll let you guys know when that comes around. So
Oh,
next
okay, sounds
time,
good.
Keepster's gonna be signing off. Be gone,
Take
dirty
care.
thoughts, and
Take care. God bless and stay cool. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye
All
bye.
right. Thanks for coming, and we'll be doing this again in a couple weeks. All right. See you guys.
Okay.